What's up, everybody? Welcome to our next episode of Cool Movies Podcast. Joined here by my man Leo Wakil.
Sir,
How you doing?
good.
All good?
You?
Yeah, doing all right. You reminded me of something last week because we had talked about summer movies. We talked about Superman, F1, Fantastic Four. We did not talk about 28 Years Later.
One of the best of the summer.
It really, really, really was the best. Like, again, it's kind of like Weapons where it's one of those horror movies that rises above, that catches my attention because I absolutely have zero interest in horror movies, but sometimes things pop up. And I'm also just a really big fan of Danny Boyle.
Yeah, me too.
You know, everything from Train Spotting. I love Steve Jobs.
Haven't seen Steve Jobs yet.
It is, well, I wouldn't say it's a Danny Boyle movie. It's more of an Aaron Sorkin movie. I wrote the script.
What do you think of Slumdog Millionaire? Best Picture.
That is the one Danny Boyle movie I've never seen.
Oh, okay.
To be a very honest.
Me too. I haven't seen it yet.
You know, I saw Train Spotting. I saw Steve Jobs. Sunshine.
Sunshine is amazing.
It's absolutely incredible. Although I haven't seen it in many, many years, but I still remember, like, when it was done, I was like, that was cool. That was really, really
The cast
cool.
is
I think
huge.
Chris Evans is
Chris
in there.
Evans, Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. So much, you know. But and then of course 28 Days Later.
28 Days Later.
You know, and it was so freaky. So freaky. It was because, like, I think, at least for me, people my age, we grew up with zombie movies, kind of, sort of, like it was long. I mean, this is way before Walking Dead, where it really became a thing.
Yeah, part of that, guys.
Yeah, and so to see zombies, and I don't care what anybody else says, I call them zombies.
Yeah.
I call them zombies. I'm not going to call them the infected.
Do they call them zombies in 28 years and days?
In years, yes.
Years, yeah.
Days,
infected,
I think infected is what they use in 28 days and then 28 weeks.
Yeah, and Walking Dead is the walkers,
Yeah, the walkers. Whatever, zombies.
Yeah.
And so we always had this idea of what they were like. You know, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, all that, Land of the Dead, all the George Romero movies. And to see them running, it's such a simple change, but to see them running after you was the most terrifying thing I'd ever seen. Probably since I watched The Exorcist when I was a kid. Like, just so scared. And I remember watching 28 Weeks Later in the movie theaters and just thinking,
Yeah, I didn't see Weeks.
It's very forgettable.
Yeah, it's not Danny Boyle, and it's not Alex Garland.
It's not neither of them, although I forget the name of the father in 28 Days Later.
Brendan Gleeson.
Not Brendan Gleeson. I think the name of the character is maybe Dawn or something. I forget. Okay. I can't think of it right now. But that actor, he comes back in the second one, and the entire time during 28 Weeks Later, he's stalking his kids. So that's terrifying in its own right. But with 28 years, there's so much of it that I liked. I like the storytelling. The performances are incredible. The hidden meaning, well, not hidden meaning, but the themes of it, the big ideas.
The subtext.
Thank you. Subtext. You know, those all were just top notch.
And just filmmaking wise, I also think it's different enough that it's interesting. Like it already values its own existence. Did you see the iPhone rig that he used?
For Bullet Time.
Yeah, for Bullet Time. I thought it was like I heard people say, "Oh, why would you do that? It doesn't add." I think it adds. It gives personality to the world.
I remember seeing a thing on this guy he's talking about on YouTube. I think it's Heavy Spoilers.
I love Heavy Spoilers. Yeah,
that dude is incredible.
Yeah,
he's really, really good. And
welcome to the Heavy Spoilers show.
Yeah. He had a great take on it because one of the cameras that Danny Boyle used in 28 Days Later was a very popular camera that people use to record just family events and stuff. So it kind of gives it that visceral quality.
Yeah, it's very casual.
Very casual. And I thought it was a nice evolution
from that,
because then it's like everyone has an iPhone. So it's like there's kind of that connection with it but it's, we're moving up in the world, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It didn't mass through the world.
Yeah, and I also kind of liked how they retconned. 28 weeks later.
I didn't see, but I know the ends. Like, what happened in the end? They like
you just see them running towards the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. So it's like it's spread, right?
It's spread to Europe,
and in 28 years, it's closed again.
Yeah, because I think they have the title card in the beginning where it talks about like how basically Europe figured it out, and then
they just isolated the UK.
Yeah, which is a nice little kind of Brexit subtext thing going on, and there's so much of those things going on as well. Yeah. But what would you say for you, like, kind of really captured, your imagination with this one?
I think, like, first of all, I want to talk about the trailer, because the trailer for this movie went viral, right?
It did. It was
the Boots audio.
Yeah.
It's already like,
and as an English teacher, Rudyard Kipling.
Yeah.
So I knew the poem. I was like, oh snap! Most people do that with, like, they get all excited. It's like, I recognize the song that they're remaking. And for me, it's like poetry.
Yeah, but the poem, like, it was so good. It fits so well in the trailer, right? It feels the way the woman is screaming. Yeah. Boots jumping up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. It's like it builds the mood, and I love the trailer, so I was already excited. I had seen the first one. I really like Danny Boyle, but Alex Garland is one of my favorite guys, like in Hollywood.
That dude's special. He's one of those guys.
Annihilation, I think it's really great.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. But it's so, like, it's a movie that shouldn't exist. I wouldn't come up with that, but it's interesting. I like Ex Machina. I like Sunshine. He wrote Sunshine, 28 Days.
Dread.
I haven't seen Dread yet.
Dread is so cool. Dread is so cool.
I don't love this year's Warfare that he did. I think
you didn't like it?
No, I thought
liked it a lot.
I like the cast. But my favorite Alex Garland movie is probably his most divisive, Civil War.
Civil War?
Yeah.
I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, many people didn't like that movie. I love Civil War.
I like the ideas. I like the movie making.
Yeah. Performances are really great.
Performances were good. I just thought the characters, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I really look for in any movie, which you see this a lot in 28 years later, especially with Spike, is there is a progression. And this is kind of storytelling 101. The character has to start one way at the beginning of the story and then end a different way, and then there's like these moments in between. I just didn't feel that with anyone, with the exception of maybe
the kid, right? Kaylee Spain. Yeah,
exactly. Kirsten Dunst kind of like protege. Thank you. But everyone else, like, I didn't care.
Yeah,
I could, and I really wanted to because I love Wagner Moura.
Yeah, the Jesse Plemons scene is also
Jesse
really
Plemons scene, but Jesse Plemons.
With his wife as well.
Which I gotta. I can mention something about him later on.
Okay.
Because it's really cool.
About 28 years?
No, about Jesse Plemons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I love Alex Garland. Excited for 28 years. But the thing that surprised me the most was the third act. Like how it completely detours from... I think many people said this is a real 3-act movie.
Yeah.
First act is Spike with Aaron Taylor Johnson, like he goes, adventure comes back. Second act with his mother, with Jodie Comer, who was amazing.
I heard that woman.
And third act where Ralph Fiennes comes in and
Rafe,
Rafe Fiennes. Sorry.
It's so weird to say.
I don't get the name, but Rafe Fiennes should be as well. But Rafe Fiennes. The entire third act, I thought, was maybe the best filmmaking of the year.
I mean, Ray Fiennes
he's so good.
I was kind of mad he didn't win the Oscar.
For Conclave.
I think he should have won.
I was between Sebastian Stan and Colman Domingo, but he was amazing as well.
So, look, I really liked his portrayal of Trump. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. He got so many mannerisms.
And it wasn't like...
The voice, all of it.
And it wasn't an imitation, right? It was performance.
No. It was performance itself. But Ray Fiennes, trying to... Like, you watch Conclave, right?
Yeah, I love Conclave.
Just balancing from John Lithgow and Stanley Tucci's character,
Rossellini,
Isabella Rossellini, and then like there's so much going on behind. It's such a subtle performance.
And that's rare for the Oscars to recognize as well, right?
Yeah, because they're quiet.
Yeah, because they're idiots.
Idiots. Yeah. Okay, I said it. The Oscar Academy of Motion Picture, they're idiots.
Hot take: Adrian Brody was the worst one in the category.
That's not a hot take.
I know many people who said, "Oh, he's obviously going to win. He's obviously the best."
It was such a Oscar bait movie and performance that I think it's kind of what like turned me off about the movie.
Yeah.
It's like
I like the Brutalist. I think
it's fine. It's really good.
Yeah.
But Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce is very, very good. I don't love
for Best Supporting Actor.
Kieran Culkin. Deservedly so. He was my favorite one.
He was great. I just didn't think there was anything
different from Succession.
I know. I didn't.
Have you seen Succession?
I've tried. I couldn't.
Okay. Yeah.
First 2 episodes, it didn't hook me enough.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Succession, and many people.
But I respect it. I respect. I respect the game, so it was fine.
Yeah.
But anyways, going back to 28 years later, we always do this.
How do we get there?
Just tangents like crazy. But yeah,
Ray Fiennes.
But I also see like that entire section of the movie is just like a culmination of everything, like with Spike, like
his
do I
journey.
Trust somebody? Do I not trust somebody? Because like at first all he has are the people in that village, including especially his mother and his father.
Yeah, and do I trust myself as well to take care of the mother?
Exactly.
And then you start talking about the relation of life and death. He has to learn how to kill and how to protect at the same time.
Yeah. So so much like loss of innocence.
Yeah. It's a real coming of age movie. Like it's a horror coming of age movie.
I didn't think of it like that until you just said it, but you're absolutely right, because it is coming of age, like, but a brutal coming of age. You know what I mean? So it's like there's so much loss of innocence always, even in most of these kind of, I would call this not even like a zombie movie necessarily, but like a post-apocalyptic.
The best zombie movies and like shows, whatever, it's the zombies aren't the focus. Obviously, the humans.
Exactly.
But that's always, that's a real, like, it's a stigma for the genre, right? The zombies aren't the real issue in the world. It's the humans, sure. Walking Dead, it's all about that, right?
It's the big idea.
Yeah. And this, like, 28 years, it also shows that, of course, but it focuses way more on our relationship with ourselves in a more positive side, I thought, especially in the third act. Like the memento mori, quote that Ray Fiennes teaches Jodie Comer and Spike, who's amazing, the kid actor as well. One of the best child performances of the year, maybe the best.
It's one of the It's haunting. It's like,
Alfie Williams, I think.
I think it's his first movie.
It is,
right? Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah. And the entire,
he's got skills.
Yeah, he's great, and especially in the end, I think the entire. I watched it here. My mom was here. And the entire third act, just the sweeping music and the ritual that they do for her.
And I also, I really love the way in which those zombies, they're like tiered.
Yeah, I love that.
I've never seen that.
No,
that nuance of a look at zombies.
It's like werewolves, right? Alpha, beta, and gamma. Not gamma. What's
Omega?
Omega, yeah.
So like zombies. That kind of categorization. I was like, I've never seen it done like that before.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of new things that I think Alex Garland and Danny Boyle added to the genre, which I thought was really cool.
The crawlers, so it's the first one that they meet, I think, after the Boots spawn. They cross the bridge, they get in the middle of the woods, and there's, I think, 2 or 3, and then the rig, right? What's the name? They just said bullet time. Yeah, the bullet time kind of shots come in.
Matrix.
Yeah, and also that's something he implemented, especially in the action scene with the zombies. But there's also some cutaways in, I don't know the name. The image becomes all red, and you see how things got that way. So they kind of see like a
flashback.
It's a flashback, but they see it's really quick. It's just they see a deer in a tree, something like that, or a zombie in a tree, and you cut to see what happened. It was an animal because the zombies. Yeah, we saw the zombies eating it, but it's like half a second and then it comes back. World building, really little details like that.
And I think the thing that really got me again, and this is a constant thing that shows up in just about every single episode we've done.
Yeah.
Father,
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
You knew I was going there. You know, and so,
but it is like a real like it's family dynamic that you're exploring. Yeah.
And it's so tragic because you can see that, you know, the son is just hanging on to hope that his mother's going to get better, you know, which is why we get to Ray Fiennes to begin with. And the father's just checked out. He's like,
he's already cheating. He's already like he takes care of her.
Yeah, but he like doesn't have any hope that she's going to survive, you know? And so then there's that conflict between the two of them.
Yeah.
You know, which maybe not necessarily gets addressed exactly, but you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it like as an underlying thing that is going on between the two of them. Yeah. You know, and it's like you want to be that kid, like just hanging on to hope.
Yeah.
But in the end, you're like, you know, as much of a dick as the dad is because he's cheating on his wife.
Yeah. And lying about his son, right? When they come back, he says like, Spike killed all of them. And like, was scared. Yeah. He's like an idealistic for his family, for his son, not for his wife, of course. Yeah. And then in the second act, Spike's hope just takes her away.
And you know what? To me, I didn't catch this in the beginning, but it always felt off to me, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Because do you know the connection that Jimmy has with the real Jimmy?
I saw like many people talk about it, but
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, but I don't fully know the story.
So there's a documentary on Netflix. I forget what it's called. If you just type in Jimmy Savile, you'll probably find it, and it is like beyond disturbing. You know, and so the fact that there's a callback to that, because not only does he have the blonde hair grown out like Jimmy Savile, but also dressed like him. You know, and
Power Rangers.
Yeah. But I kind of felt it from the beginning. I was like, that too, because I saw the documentary. Well, when he's grown up.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I saw the documentary 2022, 21, something like that, and was obviously freaked out because of all the kids that he abused, like literally in the hundreds.
He was like a talk show host,
TV show host, radio show host, TV personality.
Yeah, those things.
He was super big. You know, he was like, you know, forgive the comparison. He was like Huck and Domingo.
Yeah.
I mean, he was that big and known, and then had connections to many powerful people, including the current king right now. They were friends.
Okay.
And so, like, then you see like the things that he did, and you're like, it's unnerving, you know. And so the fact that they, you know, kind of have a mention of that, and he had like this cult basically with the other blonde kids.
And the final scene is him calling Spike into the cult.
Yeah. And it's like, oh man, it was just like it was heavy for me.
It's weird. Like the next movie is called the Bone Temple.
Yeah,
which is obviously a reference to Ray Fiennes' big
giant
bone temple. It's not Danny Boyle. It's Nia DaCosta who's directing the next one.
Which
she did.
I'm scared.
Candyman and The Marvels. But The Marvels wasn't really her movie. It was a Kevin Feige movie, right?
I guess you can kind of say that.
Yeah,
like, you know,
she said
give her a pass.
She said for The Marvels, the pitch I gave Marvel is in the movie that was made, not that I made. That was made.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe like interesting because Danny Boyle did the first. Is
Alex Garland writing the second one?
I think so. I'm not sure. But I know that Danny Boyle is coming back for the third one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a trilogy.
Okay.
Trilogy for a third movie already. So like it's
okay. I mean, she did Candyman. And I didn't watch it.
Me too.
But I also didn't hear anything really negative about it.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm like, now that you say it's like, all right, cool. You can give the Marvels a mulligan.
I think that's it, or maybe like one more.
I think that's probably it. Probably it. You know, so it's kind of it's going to be interesting to see. Like, okay, let her do what she does with a great script.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and then let the chips fall where they may. So I'm happy about that.
Another scene a sequence that I enjoyed was when they come into this. They meet the guy. I forgot about the guy. The Jodie Comer and Spike. They meet like an ex military guy who isn't British. He just fell from a plane, or they were like there to take them out.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, there was a house.
I can't
Yeah,
think of his names.
It was a house, and then they come in. There's this gas, and they get out, and there's this guy who needs help. I think he was lost or abandoned by food, or everyone died. I don't remember. I saw this 2 months ago.
Yeah, same.
And then they go with him, and they get to this train, with this abandoned train, and there's a zombie there giving birth.
Yeah.
That was a great scene.
It's so unnerving.
Yeah.
Again,
but also
it's a new thing, but not really new.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing that in Army of the Dead with Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I haven't seen the Army of the Dead. No.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I find it. I'm hard pressed to say that it was good.
It's a little similar to The Last of Us as well. Like Ellie being the kid of a woman who was bitten right before she gave birth.
Yeah. I didn't watch Last of Us.
Yeah.
I tried, but I don't know. I kind of gave up.
Yeah, I like Last of Us.
Because I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead, but just the first 6 seasons.
Yes, the first 6 seasons. Season 7, people say, oh, it starts getting. No, season 7 is horrible.
I wouldn't say it's horrible. It was like, okay, I've reached my limit.
It's just a war. The entire season, I didn't.
Yeah, and it gets crazier and crazier. And I have a friend who is just diehard. He's stuck with the whole thing and the spin-offs. yeah. Like hardcore.
Yeah.
And I really liked Negan.
The character?
Yeah, I really like Negan, but Negan is one of those characters that he
was done dirty, I think.
Okay, that's cool. I get it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then after that, it just becomes like repetition.
I think the governor, I saw this like 5 years ago.
Season 5 is the governor.
Season 5 where Herschel dies in the end.
Yeah.
Herschel is my favorite character in the show.
Really?
Since season 2, since the farm.
Shane. For me.
Shane.
I love Shane.
Yeah, okay.
I remember, I knew what was going to happen. I used to watch this YouTube channel called Wisecrack. And it made a shout out to Wisecrack. They're a really, really cool YouTube channel. And they made a video talking about The Walking Dead. I hadn't gotten into it yet, but I loved their content, so I watched it. And then I loved how they were talking about, democracy versus dictatorship and some of the parallels to Rome that it had, and so I was like, all right, cool. But in that video, you see what happens to Shane.
Yeah. You already knew that.
I already knew what was going to happen to him. So I was like, and so as I know what's going to happen, I'm like just dreading the scene and getting really, really bummed out when it happens.
I don't remember how it happens.
Shane takes, what's his name again?
Who?
Carl's dad. Rick, thank you. Can't protect him, Rick.
He's so good. Andrew
Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln's performance in The Walking Dead, I think, is one of the best performances on TV.
I forgot that he was British.
He's British, yeah.
Because
this is such a strong southern accent.
Yeah. Kool.
Yeah, Kool.
Yeah, because he was in Love Actually, which is one of my favorites. And so I was like, I forgot that was him because he had a beard now.
Yeah. How does Shane die?
Shane dies. So I forget the circumstances, but Shane tells Rick, we got to go do this thing. And so they go out alone. And then at some point, Rick says to him, it's like, I know why you brought me here. And then there's a little bit of a verbal exchange. Then they fight and then they get stabbed.
Yeah.
Shane gets stabbed and he
dies. I remember that. No. Yeah.
And then I even remember fast forward, I think it's season 6 when they're in the closed community after the governor and all that jazz.
I think, I don't remember. Oh, I think season 5 is the one that they're in the church, right? Which one is the hospital? They go to a hospital at a certain point and they meet Chris. Everybody hates Chris. I don't remember his name. Tyler? No. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they meet him in a hospital, something like that. I think after that's the church and after that's the closed community.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So they're in the closed community and I don't remember what exactly happened. And he's talking to Michonne, I think. Rick. And he mentions Shane. And it was the first time since season 2 you've heard his name. I remember getting emotional.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you for giving him his props, because Shane is actually the mother of his daughter.
Father of his other.
Father of his daughter, excuse me.
Yeah.
Father of his daughter. I forget the daughter's name. I want to say Emily, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I love that actor.
Mm-hmm.
I love John Bernthal. I think he's one of the best.
Yeah,
guys
John
working
Bernthal
right
is
now.
one of the best actors working. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I feel even a bit of a kinship with him.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much you know about his backstory as an actor. He started doing it in college. He was terrible at it. And then he decided, I'm going to move to Russia because that's where method acting started.
Oh.
So he lived in Russia for 2 years learning method acting. The Stanislavski method, they call it.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. And he didn't speak a word of Russian. And I think maybe he started understanding a little bit in year 2. But he was like, if I'm going to do this, I got to go to the source.
Yeah.
So he did that for 2 years. And so for me, when I came to Brazil, being the jiu-jitsu fanatic that I was like, my dream was always, I need to go to the source. Mm-hmm. And so then I ended up in Rio, training jiu-jitsu and understanding, okay, now I get it. This is intense. I'm getting my ass kicked for 2 years. So when I heard he did that, I was like, and he just has this, not
huge
just
presence.
an approach, his performance.
Have you seen The Bear?
No, I keep hearing about The Bear with
amazing.
Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White. He's Mike, who's Jeremy Allen White's brother.
Okay.
It's not a spoiler, it's the premise. He kills himself. Okay. And you just see him in flashbacks. So he appears a lot. There are many scenes. He's great.
I loved him in The Punisher.
I haven't seen The Punisher.
The first season, it's a little long. It drags a bit, but it's really, really good. Really intense. Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
he's in that.
Wall Street. Yeah.
And it's just like little things in the way he does a performance that reminds me a lot of sometimes what Christian Bale does. Mm-hmm. You know, so like there's the scene, like, remember, have you seen Wolf of Wall Street recently?
Not recently, but let's see.
Go back and watch it because it's a fun time.
Yeah.
There's a scene where they're taping up money.
I remember. Yeah. They just leave him there, I think,
Well, and then like, Jonah Hill says something and then the girl like, responds to him. They have a back and forth, and then Jonah Hill says something. She's about to clap back and he just goes
for the girl
to the girl. Yeah. And then he's like, Jordan, can I talk to you outside? So it was like, there's a million different ways you could have approached that, but just like that simple delivery.
Yeah.
Little things
He's a
like
simple,
that.
Like I see some interviews with him. He has this deep voice, big personality. Yeah. But he was talking about men's mental health. Yeah. So he's like, I feel like he's very sensitive.
Well, he's got a great podcast.
Yeah.
The Real Ones. Yeah. Okay. Which is really, it can get harsh at times. Like I saw one episode he did with Shia LaBeouf, which I think is the one he did that kind of like blew up because you see little clips of it online still. This was years ago. There's an authenticity to him that I really, really like. Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts on 28 years later? Again, we went off on a tangent.
The Alpha is one of the best zombies ever.
Bro, it's really just a dude roided out. It's like a steroids, like roid rage.
The scene in the beginning, just Aaron Taylor Johnson and Spike, they see like in the horizon, the Alpha shows up and then like 10 others behind him.
Those scenes, because I think it's in 28 Weeks Later where they come up over the hill.
Yeah.
I don't know what the inspiration was, but it's just so terrifying.
Yeah. I think it's iconic already for the 28 years and weeks. And
they're coming over. You're just looking at the hill, and it looks like so idyllic. And then you just see these monsters running at you coming over. Yeah. Great cinematography. Yeah. I like it better than Weapons.
Me too.
To be honest.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
You know what I mean?
I like it.
Although I do think that Weapons is a little bit more. It's tighter. As a story.
It is. I think it takes less risks.
And it has less big ideas. Yeah. There's a lot that's going on. Yeah. And I think time-wise, Weapons is not a long movie.
No,
an hour and a half.
No, 2 hours and 10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, you mentioned that last time. And then with 28 years later, there's a lot that they have to kind of do with world building. So it's kind of it's a little slow.
It's a slow burn
at first.
Yeah.
And then with Weapons, just right away.
Weapons is really quick and like it's a slow burn, 28 years. I prefer 28 years over 28 days. Not by far. I think about 28 years more than I think about 28 days. Maybe I just saw it 2 months ago. Recency bias, sure.
Could be.
But I don't know.
I'll still say 28 days later for 2 reasons. One, Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
So, Jim.
Yeah.
and two, just how it changed the game as far as the genre is concerned. So like the impact that it had and how it infinitely creeped you and terrified you more than any other zombie movie before that.
I think it's one of the clearest movies for the point I made about zombies are not the worst thing about this world. It's the humans.
Yeah, exactly. Humans are the real monsters.
Yeah, in the third act, right? Yeah.
You know, which is, you know, why I stuck around with the Walking Dead for so long, you know.
I like Walking Dead. I was talking about Herschel, like, he's amazing, and I think the final episode with him, I think it's Too Far Gone, the name. One of the best episodes of TV. It's great.
I forget the name, but the dude who, I think he gets killed along with Glenn.
The ginger guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name?
No.
He had just some of the best lines.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
The best one-liners. I would be there because I would like, it was at a time in my life, you know, like I was single, no kids. It was a very, very simple life. Just, you know, go to work, come home, chill, go to jiu-jitsu for 2 hours, come home and just kind of chill out and recover. And so I'd watch like 2-3 episodes in a row. And then it would just be me in the dark watching it on my laptop laying down. And anytime he'd say something, it'd just be a loud laugh. You know, like how do you come up with that ridiculous line to say? You know, so.
And Glenn's death, like,
I mean,
one of the craziest kills ever.
I heard a really interesting fan theory as to why his death was the way it was. First of all, not part of the fan theory, but that is exactly how he dies in the comics. It's that.
Oh yeah, it's a comic book.
It is.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one, that's that. But two, you know, expressing it in the same way as in the comics, it's not always done. So they could have decided to do something a little less graphic. But at the same time, the theory is that it was a reset. So
it was I think,
reset for the fans.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you get to a certain point with TV series, you kind of like jump the shark.
Yeah.
You go overboard. And so then the show just kind of goes downhill. You know, Lost is a great example of that. So many shows are. House of Cards. I can go on and on. But the theory is that they did it like that to purge the casuals and just keep the hardcore people.
Like we say in Brazil, the nata. The center,
preserve them, and then they can build back up again. Which I thought was an interesting theory. I don't know if I buy it, but I'm like, that's not a bad way of thinking about it. Because a lot of people, not myself, I halfway through.
Yeah.
I watched the first half of season 7, like those 8 episodes, and I'm like, I think I'm done.
I saw season 7 and 8 and started 9, but then 7 tested my patience so much.
It does, it's very tedious.
Yeah, so
very tedious.
And it shouldn't be tedious because it has the most flamboyant villain.
Yeah.
Negan, right? Season 8 is just Negan. A war, which also whatever, and I just quit online. Yeah. I think Glenn, I saw it a long time ago, like 2020, 21. And I remember thinking that Glenn's death, like, it's a really good death, but I thought that after season 1 or 2, they didn't really know what to do with the character.
Yeah.
Like, he was one of my least favorite ones, just because I didn't feel like he was very much developed after the initial. That much. Yeah, he was with Maggie.
Yeah.
Maggie. Which was great. They were a great couple. I prefer Maggie way more. She's a great character. So I thought his death was like kind of getting rid of the fat a little. But since it was a lovable character and people loved him, fan favorite for some.
Fan favorite.
Yeah, they took him out like that.
I was like, that's gutsy move, man. That's really gutsy.
Yeah.
And it was rough, you know. So watching the rest of the episodes that I ended up watching was like kind of a chore. Yeah. And it started to feel like homework that I didn't want to do.
I thought it would be like that for me after Herschel died. But I love the church like season, I think, or half the season.
Yeah. All right. Let's shift gears a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking of sending you a message saying, hey, I want to talk about this too.
Yeah.
I got lazy with it, but I'm like, all right, let's risk it and see what's what. first thought, have you seen anything of Cobra Kai?
No.
No,
I haven't seen Cobra Kai. My friends love Cobra Kai and they always tell me to see it.
Yeah, because I read an article today and I was very, very excited. I made a video about it and posted it. Because the guys who did Cobra Kai, now I only stuck around for, I think, 4 seasons. I kind of gave up. I started watching the 5th one, but...
How many are there? 6?
6. Yeah. And the thing, this is going to sound kind of ridiculous, but the thing that made me stop watching it was I might get a little blowback from this. Because I don't think very highly of karate.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, being a jiu-jitsu guy, it's like, okay, I know who's going to win in a street fight. Okay, so it's kind of pointless. But when they get into, oh no, it's that style of karate, it's so dangerous. And I'm like, okay, now you lost me. Now you lost me.
You're testing my patience.
Yeah, you really are testing my patience. Although there were some sequences that were amazing. I think it's season 2. There's a big, giant, basically school riot between the 2 factions where they're just doing karate against each other. And it is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen as far as...
Like filmmaking wise, it's showing...
Yeah, it reminded me of the famous Oner in Daredevil.
Yeah.
You've seen that one, right?
I haven't seen Daredevil, I've seen the Oner yet.
It's akin to that in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like these teenage kids just, doing flying kicks. And it's like, okay, it's karate, it's stupid, but this is really impressive, But once they started getting to, oh no, that's this style of karate, I'm like, okay, I'm done. So I'm out. But one of the things that they did well that is so different from a lot of things that are what you call nostalgia bait now, they had some of the nostalgia, but they also added newness to it, a fresh take,
which is
fresh characters that you invest in that you liked, which is why your friends love it so much. It's not just for guys like me.
Yeah,
who
and
grew up with
many people that I know that really... I have a friend, like childhood friend, she said she loved the original movies, all the ones with... who's the teacher in the original movies? Mr. Miyagi. And she like grew up with them, and then Cobra Kai came along, and I am not like deep into Karate Kid. I've only seen the Jaden Smith one with Jackie Chan,
which is not bad, but
I liked it a lot.
It's not Karate Kid.
Yeah,
Kung Fu. So
it's Kung Fu. I know. Yeah, the Mr. Miyagi ones are actually karate, right?
Yeah, it's actual karate. Okay. It was a big influence on why I took karate as a kid. Yeah, what I mean.
Yeah. And then I took karate as well, and it was good.
Yeah, and then to side note, I watched UFC 1 on pay-per-view, and I absolutely hated Hoist Gracie. And so it's like a complete 180. It's a very organic kind of journey for me where I'm like, this is not martial arts, this is not fighting. And, because I was like almost a black belt in karate at the time. Wow. Yeah, I was super into it. I was obsessed. And then like to see like the karate people get their ass kicked, by this dude who's just choking people. Yeah. I'm like, this is nonsense. I hate this. So I resisted a lot. Yeah. And so now that I'm like, karate sucks. Yeah. It's fun for me to kind of take a step back and look at that. But adding the nostalgia bait, adding the newness to it, I think is the magic of Cobra Kai. Now, those same guys are being courted basically by the Universal Studios to do a Knight Rider movie. Do you know Knight Rider?
No. Knight Rider.
I thought it would be one of those shows that was like super everywhere, that even in Brazil people would be huge fans. So that kind of puts the kibosh on that topic.
No, Karate Kid, no, Knight Rider. What is it? What's Knight Rider?
Well, Knight Rider is a TV show where the main character, Michael Knight, he works for a kind of government agency where he's given a car, and the car talks. It has artificial intelligence, so they have back and forth. The car is super insanely smart, hack into systems, and they have like a nice kind of buddy cop relationship. Yeah, and it's a basic procedural. Every episode has the same structure. Problem. He has to solve it. He goes through things and he solves it with a nice bow tie at the end every single time. But the car is super cool. Black Trans Am with this very iconic light that goes side to side in the front of the car, which you've probably seen at some point, but maybe don't understand the context of it.
Okay.
So my excitement is how they know how to do nostalgia. They know how to add something new to it. Here's something that I absolutely loved when I was a kid. It was the best part of staying homesick because it would air at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I could never watch it. So I'm like homesick, feeling like crap, and I'm like, wait, but I can watch it Night Rider. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So I love the fact that they're doing that.
So they know how to do legacy sequels.
Yeah, they know how to treat it with respect with the core audience, but also like get new people.
It's like Liam. I saw The Naked Gun finally like 2 weeks ago. It's like he says in the beginning, right? I want to be new and creative and dynamic, but I also want to respect the past.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I like
right?
Yeah,
I was so shocked.
I
was so shocked that I liked it.
I was shocked. I saw it with Gabriel, my friend.
Okay, yeah.
We were shocked, like jaw on the floor with the whole snowman sequence where they go off and it's weird tensions on the side and it's amazing.
Did you get the O.J. Simpson joke?
No,
probably. I didn't think so.
I haven't seen the original yet. I still need to see the original. I haven't seen. I didn't get 25% of the jokes.
Has anyone explained that to you?
No. Too many jokes to explain that we didn't get.
Okay, so O.J. Simpson, he was in the original Nordberg, and bad stuff always happened to him. Always happened to him. Okay.
He is the guy whose son's like, I'm not going to talk to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the guy in real life. You know nothing about the guy in real life.
Nothing. I didn't get it.
This is amazing. I can tell you this.
Real life.
This is amazing. I can't wait. I can't believe I get to tell you this.
Yeah.
Okay. O.J. Simpson was a big time football player in the 70s. Okay. After his career ended, he started doing movies. Naked Gun was like the first big movie that he did, big studio movie. Okay, he did those movies, etc.
Yeah.
He was put on trial in the mid-90s for double murder. His ex-wife and another guy who was suspected to be her boyfriend. There's never really any evidence that he was. Okay? There's many documentaries that came out. It is very clear that he did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was he arrested?
He was arrested, put on trial. He was acquitted. Okay? He lived out his life. He went to jail for a few years for something completely separate.
Good guy.
Yeah, he went to jail for something he actually did.
Yeah.
But they like threw the book at him, and that's another thing.
Yeah.
But he did go to jail for the separate crime that he did. He died a few years ago of cancer. He was in his 70s. You know,
70s.
Yeah, died an old man. But no one remembers him as a football player. No one really remembers him as the actor. So as the audience is seeing this, especially an American audience, my age or older, they see that and they're like, so the fact that they made that joke, and so this is the brilliance, I think, of the Naked Gun remake.
Yeah.
It's not the same joke.
No.
It's not the same category of joke.
It's not the same type. It's wordplay. It's like nonsense.
It's so eclectic. Yeah. It's so varied. You know, I think the analogy I made is like, it's like an orchestra.
Yeah.
It's all music, but it's different instruments that hits differently.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
different notes as well, right?
And for different audiences.
Tones. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I saw that moment, I think my wife's looking at me like, what
she didn't know about it?
I mean, I explained it later because she did know about the documentary called Made in America, like a 9-hour documentary.
9 hours?
Yeah, 8 or 9 hours about O.J. Simpson, his life and times, and the trial and all that jazz. So we watched it when we first got together. So she knew that he did that. But then I explained, like, no, he's in these trilogy of movies where this happened. That's why he's in there. You know,
she knew him as the athlete.
She knew him as the dude that killed her.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And so,
Yeah.
That was, I think, probably one of my favorite jokes. My favorite moments in the entire thing. You know, it's the one that sticks out the most to me. There are like some others, like
the Dave Bautista one. I like when he just appears out of nowhere.
I liked when he's at the bar and the bartender is explaining to him how he did the crime. He's like, looking for this guy. You know, so like those kind of things. As well. Amazing. And just Danny Houston in general.
Yeah,
a great kind of over the top caricature. Villain.
Yeah, very caricature. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So kind of like him, and then the deadpan humor that Liam Neeson.
I loved Pamela Anderson as well. She's great.
She was great.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always been great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I definitely grew up with her.
Baywatch.
Yeah. I love Baywatch. Love Baywatch. Just like every single teenage boy, preteen actually.
Yeah.
Of my generation. We all loved her. But I always thought I mean, because she was such a sex symbol, she was more known for that. But I always felt like, I think she does have skill. There were moments in Baywatch that I remember I was like, that's well done. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like she sucked as an actress. You know, of course there was a movie that she did, Barbed Wire. I don't know if you ever saw that.
No.
Terrible movie. It's so bad. It's so bad. But it's like so bad it's good. It's entertaining.
Yeah. B movie kind of.
Yeah. It has a lot of B movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think she did much. I think she did a series called VIP, which is very silly.
She did The Last Showgirl last year. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
People say it's good.
It's a really good performance. I wasn't mad at the fact that she didn't get an Oscar nomination.
Yeah, okay.
Because I thought it was good, but I'm like, you're not that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. It wasn't a performance that people expected of her, which I think the reason why people were like, Oscars.
She got like one of them, SAG or Golden Globes or Critics' Choice.
I think she was definitely nominated. I don't know if she won.
No, she didn't win. She was nominated for at least one, I think.
Yeah. So like, to see her like play off of Liam Neeson, I was like, I always suspected she had it in her, but she's a sex symbol. Nobody really takes her skills as an actor seriously. There was a famous sex tape with her husband at the time, so she's known for other things. That kind of makes it difficult for her to like. And I don't think she really had the desire to really make it like that in Hollywood. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like, I got money. I'm fine. Yeah. I'll do these things here and there, but it's all good. Yeah. All right. I think that's about it. Any closing thoughts?
Great. 20 years later. Amazing. Better
Check it out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. Definitely. You see. And all of Alex Garland's filmography.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
See you next time.
Yes.
I'll see you guys next time too.